Well, here's a video that's long past overdue. I have had this package, I think, for the better part of a month, month and a half, and it needs to get opened, and I need to show this thing off. A while back, I ordered a mask from my buddy Brian at KickSave Mask, and I'm going to put all his Instagram and Facebook contact info down in the description of this video. In case you're interested, you can reach out to him and he can either point you in the right direction or maybe make a mask for you. I want to get this cracked open and show you what I got. This is cool. Right, so some bubble wrap and a little bag, cloth bag here. Just packing material, so we'll toss this aside. All right, I'm excited. I'm gonna show you guys first, maybe. I guess it goes like that. So, full disclosure, I saw some photos that Brian shared with me during the course of the build of this mask. So I'm not too surprised, although once I've got it in my hands, that is beautiful. This is one that I've wanted for quite a long time. Actually, you know what? I realize it might not really ring a bell with you. So give me just a minute and let me show you what this is supposed to be. Okay, that took a while. It's actually been almost 2 weeks since I started this video, and here we are. This is my, for the most part, completed mask. Some people might recognize it, some people might not. This is a Warren Skorodensky replica tribute mask, and this mask is known as the Destroyer. This is a tribute he did on his mask to a former professional wrestler, Dick the Destroyer Beyer. I've been lucky to have some conversation with Warren during the process of having the mask made. He was giving advice to Brian that was making the mask for me, and also to me while I was trying to do this, what appeared to be simplistic paint job. The mask was originally made, I believe, in the late 70s by George Light. George worked in a casting department at a mental hospital. Warren had his mask made and then had it painted in what most people would recognize related to him as a goalie, and that is a very, very cool skull paint job. Sort of like that. At a point in the early 80s, it had taken a lot of wear and scuffs and puck marks and whatnot and needed a new paint job. So Warren had prepped it to be painted, but his painter that had done it was ill and unavailable. So he swung by a drugstore and picked up a bottle of red and black Testors model paints and painted this. He used it like this for the entire 84-85 season, and then he was able to find a new painter to redo the skull design and put it right back on. So interestingly, though this mask still exists, it only looked like this for 1 year, and it now looks like this again, and Warren still has that mask. So like I said, during the process of Brian making this, he was able to communicate with Warren and got a lot of feedback from him, shared photos back and forth, and then they also actually met up for some coffee, I believe. And Warren was able to inspect this one and give it his seal of approval by throwing an autograph on the inside of there for me. I ordered a set of straps from Cubberly, and I ordered them a little bit extra long so that I can cut them and then sew the ends to stop them from fraying. to fit me and to get it all adjusted and tuned in, which I still have to finish doing. I don't know right now if I'm going to leave the whole painting montage in the video when I edit this, but this was not as easy as you would think, or as I thought anyway. It was very, very difficult. There's only a few quality photographs available to reference. You may not have even noticed because I haven't done the edit of this video yet, but this is actually the second time I painted it. I was not happy at all. The first version was absolutely terrible, and I sanded it down, gave it a fresh coat of white, and went back to the drawing board. Cheated a little, made some circular templates to pencil on around all the vent holes first, so I could keep them straight and even and equally sized. But still, painting this by hand with a brush was really intense, and I'm glad I did it, but I'm also glad it's over. I know I got a couple of things a little bit wrong, and that is the shape of the paint around the eyes. Warren's were a little more ovaled, and I just couldn't seem to get it right with the contours, and this is where I ended up. Also, Warren's eye holes were notoriously large, and I think he said himself that he had them big enough so that if he got hit there with a puck, he'd feel it on his eyelashes. I intentionally asked Brian to make these a little bit smaller for me because I don't want to feel any pucks by my eyelashes. Overall, as is, it's a pretty darn good fit for me. I am going to add just a little bit of foam at the forehead. Other than that, it fits me really well, and I do plan on wearing this, most likely in the pickup game, maybe even out in the outdoor rink since winter's upon us. So I wanted to show this off a little bit and give a shout out to my friend Brian at Kicksave Masks. He made my other mask for me too, and I'll put a link up there in the corner to a video where I talked about that one. So there you have it. That's my new mask. Thought this might be a little fun video to put together here and show it off a little bit. So stay tuned. Sometime in the future here, I'm sure I'll have a video where this mask makes its debut. Thanks for watching.